Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness introduced a classic Marvel mystery spot. This is Nerdist Now. Marvel Comics has no shortage of magical and otherworldly locations inside of its ever-expanding universe. Asgard, the Bar with No Doors, Kunlun, Latveria, Cleveland. The list goes on and on. While some will inevitably last longer than others, there's one thing we can't wait to dig into, and it concerns none other than Wanda Maximoff. In an unexpected turn of events, we learn about a key location from the magical Avengers past that could have a major impact on the MCU as a whole. And if you want to read more about this subject in depth, our resident Marvel encyclopedia Rosie Knight has you covered on Nerdist.com. We're talking about Mount Wundagore and the importance of this topographical titan. And to do so, we're going to be diving into a lot of comics lore as well as WandaVision and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So if you were coming here expecting spoiler-free mountain content, I'm so sorry. But if you're looking for something to scratch your mountain itch, might I recommend the Clint Eastwood vehicle, the Iger Sanction. Go to IMDb and look that one up.
Get out of here. If you friggin' vampires ever touch this telescope, you're gonna need surgery to get it out of your ass.
Still here? Fantastic. Thor? No. First introduced in Thor number 134, the magical location Mount Wundagore served as the secret laboratory to the villain known as the High Evolutionary, as a place to do his wild science experiments. But more on him later. Before all that, Mount Wundagore was the magical mountain where Chthon wrote the Darkhold. Look, I know we've talked about the Darkhold a lot, but in case you don't know or don't remember, the Darkhold is the ancient tome created by dark matter from the Dark Dimension, fitting for the director of Darkman. We first saw it in the MCU in the hands of Agatha Harkness until Wanda yoinked it at the end of WandaVision. In that very same issue of Thor, Wanda and her brother Pietro travel to the mysterious mountain in an attempt to track down the place of their birth. How did they end up being born in a mad scientist's lab? I'm glad you asked. Their mother, originally written to be Magda Eisenhart, was on the run from their father, the mutant Magneto. You've heard of him. I say originally because Wanda and Pietro's mother was retconned to be Natalia Maximoff in 2016's Scarlet Witch #2. She's a character that's been retconned so many times we've lost count. She stumbled upon Wundagore and soon gave birth to the twins. She would leave them there to be raised by the bovine humanoid known as Bova the Cow. The reason this is key to what we see in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is because while Wanda's mother was giving birth, her daughter was, quote, touched by the magic of Chthon. That's what gave her the Scarlet Witch powers. We see that brought to life here in a vibrant fashion as Wanda and Wong head to the notorious location. Once there, Wong name drops Chthon and the pair face down with some badass looking demons who seem to be under Wanda's command. Sidebar, they made me jump when they first appeared. It was maybe the best jump scare in the movie. Though that wasn't in the film, Wanda's powers being connected to Chthon would explain why his minions wanted to serve her. The one big thing that was missing though was the High Evolutionary and his creations, but we may see them soon. Though it seemed like Wanda destroyed Mount Wundagore at the end of the Multiverse of Madness, thus dragging herself to hell, there's a chance the location could come into play in the wider future of the MCU. Some rumors claim that the character we mentioned before, the High Evolutionary, is going to be a major villain in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Fun fact, the High Evolutionary's real name is Herbert Edgar Wyndham. That's not relevant to this video, I just wanted you all to know that. Herbert, the High Evolutionary. That would connect to the introduction of Wundagore here, as well as being a way to continue the thread in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which brought Adam Warlock into the MCU. If you remember, the stinger at the end of Guardians 2 showed a cocoon with, quote, him in it. Who is he? The only name we got was Adam. This echoes Adam's creation in the comics where he's grown in a cocoon. Kind of like the movie Cocoon, but with way less Wilford Brimley. Later, that cocoon was taken by the High Evolutionary who gave Adam the Soul Stone and set him on his path to become the emo cosmic character that comic book fans know today. With actor Will Poulter set to portray Warlock in the new film and Wundagore appearing in the Multiverse of Madness, this is all seeming ever more likely. No matter what, it's not going to be the last time we see this fantastical location, and we can't wait to return for more mystical hijinks. But tell us, what do you think? What did you think of the Multiverse of Madness? Do you think Adam Warlock is going to destabilize the power structure of the MCU? Have you ever seen Vertical Limit? That's another, pretty good mountain climbing movie. Let us know in the comments below, and for the latest and greatest in the world of pop culture, stay tuned to Nerdist.com.
Cliffhanger.
That's a pretty good one.